Hola, hello. I'm Giannina Pérez. I'm the chair of First Five California, an organization dedicated to improving the lives of young children and families in our state. Today, we are going to be celebrating Dia de los Libros, Day of Books. Today is a day to celebrate literacy, multilingual, and multicultural learning. So join me by reading with your little ones today. And I'm going to kick us off by reading The Carousel King and the Space Mission by Leticia Ordaz. Let's begin. All right, Maxton, tell us what you've brought to class for Science Day. Thank you, Mrs. Chavarria. Today, I'm going to talk about an amazing invention called the carousel and how I became the Carousel King. The first time I saw a carousel was at a visit to the zoo. My parents got me a ticket and we waited in a long line. When it was my turn to hop on, I picked Luis, the magical dragon. Mommy buckled me in and the bells rang to start the ride. Suddenly, my heart was pounding too hard, my head was spinning, and I screamed, "Get me off of this thing!" I ran to Mommy. She asked what happened. I was scared I would go flying off and hurt myself. Mommy said, "It's okay to be afraid. Do you want to talk about it over churros and go see the animals instead?" But all I could think of was the carousel. Once I was safe at home and in bed, I dreamed of all kinds of carousels. Some had majestic horses, others had robots, barn animals, and I even saw the fastest carousel in the world with magical flame-breathing dragons. Luis, the magical dragon, swooped down from the sky. "I almost gave you a ride at the zoo, but you didn't let me. You must overcome your fears, for you are destined to become the Carousel King." The next morning, Mommy asked what I wanted to do. I blurted out, "Ride the carousel at the zoo. I want to see how these things work so I can design my own and make them even more fun." Mommy asked, "Are you sure you're ready to ride? Just yesterday you screamed so loud that you woke up the lions and made the gibbons freak out." "I'm sure, Mommy. This time, I'm ready." As we walked to the zoo, I could hear the carousel bells from a distance. When we got closer, my hands got sweaty. "Remember what the magical dragon said," I repeated to myself. "I can't be afraid. I will be the Carousel King." I wiped my hands clean and took a deep breath. I handed over my ticket and buckled into a familiar-looking dragon, ready to face my fear. Whee! I am the Carousel King. I am brave. I am fierce. I can do anything. Once it was over, I hugged Mommy tight and we celebrated. My fear was conquered. I can face my fears. I can do anything. Back at home, I asked Papi, who can build anything, to teach me how carousels work so I could one day build my own in space. I went to work creating my own creatures for my future carousel. I drew hundreds of potential rides, each with individual names. My brother Bronx helped too. We built our first carousel out of building blocks. Bronx got to work building a rocket for our space mission. I love carousels, and one day I will build my own on the moon. Mommy told me I should overcome my fears. Papi taught me that once we figure out how something works, we fear it less. My little brother inspired me to reach for the stars. Mrs. Chavarria smiled. "That's right, Carousel King. If you dream it, you can create anything." What will you invent? Self-sailing boats, new robots, a drone bike, flying cars. Inspiration and creation. Support from my friends and family help me dream up new ideas. I'm ready to blast off into space with our carousel cargo. Our first stop is the moon, then on to Jupiter. Luis, our magical dragon friend, will meet us there. Bronx, can you believe this? Yes, I can. Let's do this. Double space mission, here we come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Presenting Maxton Land on the moon and Jupiter. Remember when I thought I couldn't ride a carousel? Now I've built one on the moon and Jupiter. I am the Carousel King. We did it, Bronx. Your rocket brought my carousels to space. Mission: believe. The possibilities are endless when you believe in yourself. Now it's your turn. What will you create once you overcome your fears? The end. Thank you for joining me in reading this special book, and I hope you enjoyed celebrating Dia de los Libros with me, and I hope you keep on reading. See you soon.